Hello, legends anywhere at any time. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude likes to play video games, and welcome to part 233, part 2 of the last mission of chapter 20. So as I said, it was taking a bit too long to finish, so I went and we're just starting again to make sure everything goes good. Now Sylvain, take him out.
I was just stronger.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have these guys run down the left path here. And this guy just made a horrible mistake.
It was meant to be.
And got lightning by Felix. Oh, thank goodness Seth dodged.
Obvious.
Okay.
Thank you. Apologies.
Get some support here.
For greatness.
You defeat me? Left.
Yeah, Parthia to take the shots.
I've got you! I won't falter. I could learn from that.
I'll send Dimitri there for now to just kind of do some chip shots.
Weak. A threat eliminated.
And we'll end it there.
You knew the odds. It's over. It
Bad
won't be in
move.
vain.
Good, he moved up.
Appreciate it.
He's someone that really needs the heals.
Thank you.
There you go.
It's my duty.
whatever it takes. Assist them.
Now's our chance.
Good. I want to get these guys around here gone first.
You took me lightly.
Destiny unfurls.
And another level up for Seth.
I can.
That one's actually pretty nice.
There will be no further reinforcements from this side. However, the other side is still in action.
If they call in more reinforcements, we'll be in great danger. We must take down the other commander as well. And fast.
Yeah. Haha, perfect. Surprising Felix is actually doing pretty good with his lightning attacks.
Good. Now we should not have to worry about any more reinforcements.
I can't lose.
And there goes the other demonic beast. Okay, good.
Not quite. Prepare yourself. I shall not stray.
Get everyone into position.
Thank you.
Perfect time to use Fortify.
This
There we go. So, everyone is now in position.
still here.
I decided not to steal anything.
Lament your weakness.
Too slow. I can do no less. You took me lightly.
Fine work.
Okay. I need to get the vocal lines for this one.
I came here to get you. Let's return together.
Leave. The place of your death is not here.
I wasn't gonna have Mercedes take him down.
You dare stand between me and my pleasure.
Yes, I dare stand against you, Death Knight.
Death is all that remains.
I'm up front.
It's our chance to prevail.
Yeah, so here's the gambit.
So helpful.
And perfect.
You're stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
My thoughts exactly. And just because I partially cut this off, here it is.
I came here to get you. Let's return together, Emil.
I'm not speeding this. Oh, beautiful.
To kill, to die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
Yep.
The enemy general has been vanquished. Everyone, move to gain control of the keep.
Yes, we did it.
Victory is ours. Raise the banner of the knights. May it soar proudly over the impregnable fortress.
One more month and probably 2 chapters to go.
Oh, I have to meet Emil.
And there we go. Sylvain ended up being MVP.
Emil.
Oh, this one. You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of this, but I am not going to use it for a thumbnail because it's too much of a spoiler.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault for leaving you behind when I left House Bartels. I should
Yuritsa?
have gone back for you sooner. I'm sorry for not being a better sister to you.
Mercedes.
Please forgive me, Emil.
Mercy, we need to go. Now.
It's kind of interesting how Annette gives Mercedes the nickname Mercy, as in mercy. Man, I just wish we could have given Yuritsa mercy and took him as a prisoner of war.
Goodbye.
Your Highness, our capture of the fortress is complete.
Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle, let's have another meeting to discuss our next move.
Aren't you overworking yourself?
Naturally, but it matters not. Consider this. Once this war is over, the mountain of official business on my plate will be even taller. If I can't handle at least this much, how will I...
And you need to take a break every now and then, or else you'll burn up and go crazy like you went just after 3 years ago.
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Gautier.
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the kingdom's military forces even now.
Now the Empire is surrounded on all sides because we took back the kingdom, we helped the Alliance and got them on our side. So all that range is now just focusing on the Empire.
They intend to join with the Alliance army and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as can be expected. He has taken it upon himself to bring order back to our troubled territory, while His Highness is away.
I am truly in the Margrave's debt. I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity.
You know, the only thing I wish about this game is you got to hear more about the characters' parents, because a bunch of them seem to be complete and total badasses.
Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have a verbal message from the Margrave on the subject.
A verbal message? How strange.
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. And, well, the prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Duskur. He has implicated his lord as well.
Go on.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies.
Possibly one who slithers in the dark.
The Margrave said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, how he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Very well. All that considered, I will return to the monastery at once. Will you come with me, Professor?
There's no choice, we have to go.
Thank you.
This should answer a lot of questions. Azure Moon, Verdant Rain Moon.
Azure Moon.
Our chosen paths.
Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Merceus. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you.
Now let's see what the problem is.
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well.
Byleth for an outsider perspective, Gilbert to keep him in control. Same with Byleth.
Will you come with me?
Yes, I'm not leaving him alone like this. I mean, last time he went totally
I cannot
bonkers.
overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Was Patricia an accomplice?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia.
Good initiative, Gilbert.
Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
Solon and Kranya, their people had a lot to do with it.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Duscur. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland.
Always the wrong way to go about things.
You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
Once again, Dimitri's voice actor is simply positively amazing. Did you share those feelings about your homeland?
Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
He gave us a very big piece of the puzzle, and Dimitri right there has learned to put his hatred, to put his rage, to put his need for vengeance to the side as a true ruler should. Because that guy, as long as he is alive, is a witness that could implicate one of the lords, which is evidence Dimitri needs to remove that lord. Now this was really hard on him. Are you okay?
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald?
In this case, Byleth would be very well because he was mostly an automaton for most of the things, but Gerald really cared for him.
Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice.
Which is kind of sad.
I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn.
Like a caged bird forced away from home, longing to return.
Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family?
Now this is where my view comes in. I don't believe so. I believe she just wanted to return home and see Edelgard. I don't believe she wanted to cause Dimitri and Lambert issues, but of course, there are those behind the scenes who took advantage.
Home, to her own blood, her true family.
There's no way to know for sure.
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate.
Go, Dimitri!
If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins.
Yeah.
Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
That's true.
That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too.
You see, that's the thing. Edelgard was very stupid. She knew the true enemy, and she didn't talk to anyone about it and how to change things for the better. She just went with her mad plan to conquer everything.
But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war.
Even though it helped the enemy.
I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king.
How will you accomplish that?
We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard.
Yep. I'm certain she'll agree.
I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful.
We saw that.
But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
Well, here we go, people. The end of chapter 20 and the start of chapter 21. So, it's going to be an Explorer Day. Then we're going to have 3 battles, an Explorer Day, and 3 battles. So, we'll see what goes on. Because at the end of this, we will have our last 2 missions. This is the last month in the game, so we're almost done everything. So I'll end the video here, and I will see you all next time. But please remember, if you've liked the content, make sure you interact with the channel by commenting, sharing, liking with that thumbs up button, subscribing, visiting SomeDudePlays.com. And remember, we are all legends, so have a great day, everyone.